These female horror villains are here to haunt your nightmares and send shivers down your spine. From terrifying classics to modern-day scream queens, these women don't just survive horror, they own it. Number 16. Ginger Fitzgerald, Ginger Snaps. One of the most unsettling and gut-wrenching horror films of the 90s owes much of its impact to Katharine Isabelle's chilling portrayal of Ginger Fitzgerald. Unlike any other female horror character, Ginger's journey through puberty takes a terrifying turn as she morphs into a bloodthirsty lycanthrope, driven by an insatiable hunger for chaos and destruction. With claws, fangs, and superhuman strength, this monstrous werewolf leaves no one safe in her path. Number 15. Jennifer Czech, Jennifer's Body. Jennifer Czech, brilliantly portrayed by Megan Fox in the cult hit Jennifer's Body, redefined the horror genre for the 2000s by introducing a mainstream sympathetic villain. As the decade's-defining female horror character, Jennifer is transformed into a malevolent succubus after a satanic ritual gone wrong in the back of her favorite band's van. Forced to feast on men to survive, she becomes utterly terrifying. Her unhinged jaw, paired with a slow descent into madness, cements Jennifer as the ultimate horror it-girl of the era, freaky, fierce, and unforgettable. Number 14. The Blair Witch. Undeniably, one of the scariest female horror villains ever, the Blair Witch from The Blair Witch Project, and Blair Witch may not be the most visible or popular character, but her haunting presence is felt in every scene. Often lurking in the shadows or unseen entirely, her ever-looming threat keeps viewers on edge. The fear of the unknown is her greatest weapon, embodying everything that makes witches so terrifying, mysterious, unpredictable, and always ready to strike when least expected. Number 13. Baby Firefly, Firefly Trilogy Franchise. The Firefly clan from House of 1000 Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell represents the ultimate in backwoods satanic terror, and Baby Firefly is the wildest gem in this blood-soaked family. Sherry Moon Zombie delivers an unforgettable performance, radiating manic energy and destructive fury that left mainstream audiences stunned. With her seductive looks and flirtatious charm, Baby lures unsuspecting victims to their gruesome fates at the Firefly house. As the story unfolds, Baby consistently proves why she's a force to be reckoned with, relentless, deranged, and utterly terrifying. Number 12. Asami Amazaki, Audition. Audition may be a lesser-known horror film among mainstream audiences, but within this masochistic tale of terror lies one of the scariest female villains of all time, Eihi Shiina's Asami Amazaki. At first glance, Asami appears to be an innocent and unassuming woman, but beneath her calm exterior lurks a complete psychopath. She uses her striking looks to attract men, luring them in before unleashing unspeakable horrors upon them. Asami is a chilling and nightmarish character who has garnered a cult following within the hardcore horror community, making her a truly unforgettable and once-in-a-generation horror icon. Number 11. Pamela Vorhees, Friday the 13th, 1980. As many horror film enthusiasts will attest, Pamela Vorhees is the true killer in the original Friday the 13th, not Jason, and this seemingly minor detail holds significant weight in the franchise. Betsy Palmer delivers a phenomenal and enigmatic performance as Mrs. Voorhees, with her chilling presence resonating throughout the entire series. Palmer brings an unhinged nature to life in a truly terrifying way, establishing her as one of the first mainstream female slasher villains and a beloved figure in horror cinema. Her portrayal remains iconic, solidifying Pamela as a foundational character in the genre. Number 10. Rose Armitage, Get Out. Allison Williams delivers a strikingly opposite performance as the sociopathic kidnapper Rose Armitage in Jordan Peele's award-winning Get Out. This film addresses issues of race and subtle racism, and Rose embodies the hubris and naivety of someone who enjoys a privileged life, only to have her true, sinister nature revealed. Dark, sadistic, and, most importantly, believable, Rose Armitage stands out as one of the most significant female horror characters ever created, showcasing a chilling transformation that leaves a lasting impact on viewers. Number 9. Margaret White, Carrie. A twisted mother, a sadistic woman of God, and a complete sociopath, Margaret White is among the scariest horror movie villains of all time, largely due to her painfully realistic portrayal. There's no demon possessing her or supernatural evil at play, just a horrific and despicable person exerting her strength and control over her daughter. Piper Laurie delivers a standout performance as horror's worst mother, bringing Margaret to life in bone-chilling ways that leave a lasting impression on viewers. Number 8. Xenomorph Queen, Alien franchise. The Xenomorph Queen is undeniably one of the most iconic and memorable characters in both the science fiction and horror genres. This alien, unlike anything film fans had seen before, is as devastating as she is terrifying, driven by a singular purpose: to protect her offspring and keep producing more. As the leader of her brood, the Xenomorph Queen is not only devilishly intelligent but also unfathomably strong, making her one of the most intriguing and captivating creatures ever brought to the silver screen. Number 7. Pearl and X. Mia Goth delivered a transcendent performance in the breakout hits Pearl and X, bringing depth, heart, and unrelenting terror to the titular character. Her portrayal is as nuanced as it is spine-chilling, as Pearl descends further into madness throughout the film, ultimately becoming a shell of her former self, consumed by manic daydreams and murderous impulses. While Pearl may not have achieved the stardom she desired, there's no doubt that Mia Goth has become a standout star, all thanks to her masterful embodiment of this frightening female horror villain. Number 6. Tiffany Valentine, Chucky franchise. Horror fans would be hard-pressed to find a more beloved female villain than Tiffany Valentine from the Chucky franchise. Crafted to fulfill every horror fan's wildest desires, Tiffany's playful yet manic personality and unhinged nature make her a formidable presence. Jennifer Tilly's portrayal of the serial killer-turned-doll adds an air of professionalism and class to the role, elevating Tiffany to iconic status. As one of the most cherished women in horror cinema, Tiffany Valentine stands head and shoulders above the competition, solidifying her place in the genre's history. Number 5. Esther, Orphan franchise. The Orphan series may be a bit absurd and nonsensical, but for horror fans willing to embrace its wildness, they'll be treated to one of the creepiest female characters of all time, Isabelle Fuhrman's portrayal of Esther. A woman disguised as a little girl due to a rare and dangerous condition, the films can quickly veer off the rails, yet Fuhrman's dedication and sincerity in the role keep the story feeling disturbingly believable. This authenticity transforms Esther into a haunting figure, leaving a lasting impression that lingers long after the credits roll. Number 4. Diana Walter, Lights Out. Based on a short film of the same name, Lights Out stunned audiences by delivering one of the most revered and haunting female villains in recent horror history. Diana Walter embodies fear and dread, and her eerie character design, coupled with the film's atmospheric tension, elevates what is already a strong story to extraordinary heights. What makes Diana such a compelling character is that she isn't just pure evil, she's trapped in a situation she deeply fears. This complexity is made all the more impactful by Alicia Villa-Bailey's fantastic performance, which blends heartfelt emotion with genuine terror. Number 3. Samara Morgan, The Ring franchise. Audiences never hear her speak, rarely see her face, and are left guessing what lies behind her haunting eyes. Yet Samara Morgan remains one of the most frightening and memorable female horror characters in cinema history. This otherworldly creature, hell-bent on avenging those who dare to watch her cursed video, is unsettling not just because of her chilling design, but also due to the concept of her existence. It's Dave Chase's haunting performance that transforms this eerie child into an unforgettable embodiment of terror and dread, leaving a lasting impression on all who encounter her. Number 2. Annie Wilkes, Misery. Kathy Bates delivered an Academy Award-winning performance as Annie Wilkes, the seemingly normal yet utterly unhinged superfan in the masterful adaptation of Stephen King's Misery. The gradual and painful transformation of Annie from a seemingly sweet woman into a completely deranged soul is a captivating journey. But it's Bates's performance that elevates the film from a stellar horror experience to an extraordinary showcase of acting talent. From subtle, quiet moments to explosive scenes of unrelenting terror, Bates crafted one of the best and scariest female villains in horror. Number 1. Regan McNeil, The Exorcist. Undoubtedly one of the best and scariest horror films ever made, The Exorcist stands as a true testament to unrelenting terror, largely thanks to Linda Blair's masterful and chilling performance as Regan McNeil. The concept of a little girl possessed by a devil is terrifying in its own right, but Blair's commitment to the role, giving horror fans every ounce of her talent, elevates the film beyond mere genre boundaries into a magnificent work of art. With her stellar performance, Regan will forever be remembered as one of the scariest female horror characters in cinematic history. How would you have ranked them?